Right now we're standing right next to the courts in Vista del Campo, which is one of the properties here on East Campus. I commuted my first 2 years, and then for the last 3 years I've actually lived in ACC properties.
About 15 years ago, we decided we needed to increase the percentage of students living on campus.
This was more of a commuter campus before we started the process. Our process was to bring more students on campus, be more green, environmental sensitive.
We knew we wanted it to be an apartment community that would serve these upper class students, the sophomores and above.
So if we did it the way the university had been building housing, we'd be adding to the debt of the old housing. So some of the housing had to be a different model than the traditional model.
And so we opened up the process. We were looking at the team, their ability to come up with a financial portfolio, a great management plan, and what the site plan would look like, the building, the floor plans. With ACC, we knew we had made the right decisions because of the flexibility in the dialogue. Challenges that were put on the table, but they were always resolvable.
And before long, we had something that was the first big privatized housing project in the University of California. So I think it's considered kind of a model in many respects. The second phase opened. There was a line that formed, I think, a day and a half before the office opened to take new applications.
We're in Vista del Campo Norte. They have different options for floor plans. So here there's like a shared bedroom option that might be cheaper for some residents. Slightly different styles sometimes and different floor plans, but same basic amenities.
The amount of square feet per bed space in the units themselves is quite a bit smaller than what we'd been building. But no one thinks the units are tiny. And it's because it seems like ACC's figured out how to use every square foot. It's really optimized. There's a lot more attention put into those common areas. And that's where you see students hanging out.
There's different kinds of study rooms. So there's larger study rooms where there's meeting rooms. So those are the conference style. You just kind of have a quiet area where people just get to all study together.
When I'm not studying, I really love just being able to hang out with my friends. It's such a beautiful environment. It's very welcoming. I feel like there's always a bunch of things to do. There's lots of students around. It's quiet at the same time, which is really nice as a master's student.
When a student applied to housing and they go onto our website, they find a link for the ACC properties.
Often our administration, our faculty don't realize that it is owned by a third party. Everything is set up so that they have the same resident advisors, opportunities, communications, and it's worked very well because of the cooperation we've had with the outside management.
In anything that we do, our big departmental meetings or our big celebrations or picnic at the end of the year, committees through the Dean of Students office, we integrate the ACC staff completely into that.
One of the benefits that the private sector brings, it allows our debt capacity to accommodate other capital projects. So we can keep our focus on our labs, our research, our teaching facilities, our fine arts.
We didn't tell them exactly what they needed to do in the way of design, as long as ACC delivered a gold project, and they did. And it's actually partly because of ACC that we have more gold awards than any other campus in the United States.
I really love living here because it's kind of nice to be surrounded by people who are going through the same thing that you are at the same time. It makes me feel more like part of the UCI community instead of just a member of the city of Irvine.
I think we've achieved what we wanted to because it's based on the partnership. It's not based on just the product. A lot of people can create product for you. They can bring it in on price. They can bring it in on time. But the partnership is the real key because that's what survives afterwards.
Partnership to us is kind of an extension of us to some degree. Having the team here on a weekly basis working with us, developing the plan, developing what it would look like, what it would feel like. I would say it's absolutely a win-win for any campus.